What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into something we've all been through. Picture this. You're out here living your best life. You've worked hard to move past your old mistakes, those cringeworthy moments, those failures you'd rather not talk about. You've grown, you're at peace, maybe even thriving. Then, bam! Someone from your past, an ex, an old high school buddy, maybe even a family member, digs up your old baggage like it's their job. They hit you with something like, "Yo, remember when you totally tanked that job? Or when you made a fool of yourself in that relationship? That's who you are, right?" Your heart skips a beat. Your stomach twists. Not because the past still hurts, but because you realize they're trying to drag you back to a chapter you closed years ago. It's like a punch to the gut, a straight-up betrayal. And what do most of us do? We react. We get mad, defensive, start explaining ourselves. I'm not that person anymore. I've changed. But here's the cold, hard truth. The more you argue, the more you're playing their game. You're handing them the keys to your emotions, letting them control how you feel. But a Stoic? Nah, they don't play that. Stoicism is about staying cool, calm, and in control, no matter what life throws at you. It's about owning your inner peace like a boss. Today, I'm breaking down 3 Stoic secrets, 3 responses you can use when someone tries to weaponize your past against you. These aren't petty clapbacks. They're calm, confident, and straight up powerful. Plus, I'm going to share a personal story, some real-world examples, and why this Stoic mindset is a game changer. This is going to be a journey, so stick with me for the next 12 minutes, and let's level up together. Response 1. Yup, that was me back then. First up, when someone throws your past in your face, like you totally flopped that startup, or you messed up that big presentation in front of the whole team, don't dodge it. Don't get heated. Don't try to rewrite history. Just look them dead in the eye, keep it chill, and say, "Yup, that was me back then." No shame, no excuses, just straight up facts. Why does this hit so hard? Because it's like pulling the plug on their power play. They're fishing for a reaction. They want you to squirm, apologize, or start defending yourself. But when you own your past with zero hesitation, you take away their leverage. It's like they swung at you and missed by a mile. You're standing there, unshaken, and they don't know what to do with that. Let me paint a picture. Imagine you're at a reunion and some old friend smirks and says, "Didn't you get fired from that first job for being late all the time?" You nod, flash a small smile, and say, "Yup, and it taught me discipline the hard way. I'm better for it now." Boom. You've turned their shade into your glow-up. They're left with nothing because you're not hiding from your past. You're owning it. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus said it best. You can't control what people say about you, but you control how you respond. When you own your past, you take back the narrative. It's your story, not theirs. And here's a quick personal story. Back in college, I bombed a huge group project. I mean, epic fail. Forgot my lines, let the team down. Years later, a classmate brought it up at a party, trying to embarrass me. I just laughed and said, "Yup, that was a rough one. Taught me to prep like my life depends on it." The room went quiet. They didn't expect that. Owning it? That's power. Response 2. That shaped who I am today. The second response is about flipping the script, turning your pain into power. When someone tries to dunk on you with your past, they're stuck seeing the old you. They don't realize you're not that person anymore. Your mistakes? They're not failures. They're lessons that made you a beast. Think about someone like Michael Jordan. Yeah, the Michael Jordan. Dude got cut from his high school basketball team. Imagine someone saying, "You weren't even good enough for varsity back then." Jordan could have grinned and said, "That shaped who I am today. A guy who never quits." That's not defending yourself. That's owning your growth like a champ. So when someone hits you with, "You crashed and burned in that last business venture," you say, "That shaped me into someone who knows how to pivot and win." You're not just shutting them down, you're showing them you're built different now. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic OG, wrote, "What stands in your way becomes the way." Your past isn't a mark against you, it's the foundation of your strength. Here's another angle. Think about all the people who've risen from rock bottom. Someone who lost everything in a bad investment can now teach others about financial smarts. Someone who got their heart broken can show the world what real love looks like. Your past doesn't define you, it refines you. I remember a time when I got dumped, hard in my 20s. It stung, but it taught me self-respect and how to set boundaries. Now, when someone tries to throw that breakup in my face, I say, "That made me who I am, someone who knows my worth." That's the Stoic flex, turning scars into strength. Response 3. Why is that on your mind right now? This one's the ultimate mic drop. No anger, no shade, just pure, calm curiosity. When you ask, "Why is that on your mind right now?" you flip the whole dynamic. They wanted to put you on blast. Now they're the ones under the spotlight. This works because it forces them to face their own intentions. If they're coming from a good place, they'll pause and rethink. If they're trying to hurt you, they'll trip over their words, exposed by their own pettiness. Seneca, another Stoic legend, said, "People who tear others down are already hurting inside. Their attack is about their pain, not your past." For example, imagine a coworker says, "You were such a hot mess in your early career." You lean in, cool as ice, and say, "Why is that on your mind right now?" Watch them freeze. They weren't ready for that. Your calm is your armor, and their game crumbles. I had this happen once at a family gathering. An uncle brought up a dumb financial decision I made years ago, trying to get a laugh at my expense. I just smiled and asked, "Why is that coming up for you now?" The table went silent. He mumbled something and changed the subject. That's the power of staying composed. You don't just win the moment, you shift the whole vibe. The strength of staying chill. Let's talk about the real Stoic secret. Silence is your superpower. Every time you react, get mad, defensive, or start over-explaining, you're giving away your power. But when you stay chill, you're untouchable. In a world where everyone's yelling, tweeting, and trying to one-up each other, the person who stays calm stands out like a rock in a storm. Someone once told me, "Man, you're so calm, it's almost intimidating." I laughed and said, "I'm not here to intimidate anyone. I just want peace in my own head." That's the Stoic vibe. You don't need to prove you've changed. Your actions, your calm, your growth, they do all the talking. And let's be real. We live in a culture that's obsessed with drama. Scroll through social media, and it's all about who's clapping back, who's getting canceled. But the Stoic way? It's about rising above the noise. Epictetus said, "If someone calls you out, let your actions answer, not your words." You don't need to fight to show you're different. Your life, your hustle, your peace, your growth. That's your response. Practical tips to live this out. So, how do you make this Stoic mindset part of your life? Here are 3 quick tips to practice daily. 1. Pause before you react. Next time someone brings up your past, take a deep breath. Count to 3. That pause gives you control and keeps you from falling into their trap. 2. Reframe your past. Write down one mistake you're not proud of. Then, next to it, write what it taught you. That's your ammunition for response 2, turning pain into power. 3. Practice curiosity. When someone's trying to push your buttons, ask yourself, what's driving them? That question keeps you detached and helps you respond with clarity, not emotion. Wrapping it up your past. It's just one chapter, not your whole book. Those mess-ups, those lows, those moments you're not proud of, they didn't break you, they built you. Someone who lost a job can inspire others to keep grinding. Someone who got their heart broken can teach the world what love really means. Someone who failed can show others how to win big. When someone tries to pull you back, it's not because you're weak. It's because your growth makes them uncomfortable. You're a mirror, and not everyone's ready to face their own reflection. So, remember these 3 Stoic secrets. Own your past. Learn from it. Question their motives. That's how you rise above the haters. Next time someone tries to drag you back to an old chapter, flash a smile and say, "Thanks, but I'm on a new page now." Then keep it moving. Calm, confident, unstoppable. That's the Stoic way. If this resonates with you, drop "I'm writing my next chapter" in the comments below. Share this video with someone who needs a boost to let go of their past. And if you're all about building that inner strength, hit that subscribe button and join our community of strong, unshakable souls. Let's keep growing together.